Hey guys, what's happening and welcome for today's video. So as you can see in front of you, we have another one of those huge vintage Wizard of the Coast eBay parcels. This is from the same seller as the previous one that you would have seen, and that is from an eBay seller known as Pokemon I Choose You. This one's not quite as big as the last one, but it should be full of lots of goodies just like the last one was. So what I'll do is, as you can see here, there's lots of different bubble wraps and boxes and stuff like that. I'll sort of slide this off to one side and I'll pull out some of the stuff that we've actually got in here. So firstly, we've got this large box, which feels to be like it's full of cards at the moment. We have what looks like a original Pokemon binder, not bad. We have a nice little wad of cards there. You can see a nice Arcanine there on the front. So that's probably just some bulk. Not quite sure what that is. It feels like possibly some more bulk cards, but we'll have a look at that. We then have what appears to be two picture frames. So possibly some cards that have been posted into picture frames. We've got a one that says free cards. That's always nice. I don't mind free cards at all. We'll have a look at that. You can see through there it says Aquapolis Pack Fresh. Now I don't know if that's a sealed Aquapolis pack. Would be nice if it was, but not a complete disaster if it's not. And we have this sort of metal Pokemon looking tin, which has quite a bit of weight to it, and feels like it might actually be full of lots of cards. So get that box out of the way along with all this bubble wrap. I'm not sure what to start with actually. So if we move the tin to one side, we'll leave the binder till last. We'll probably have a look at the pack. Have a look at some of that bulk, and we'll have a look at the picture frames. But I tell you what, we'll start with the free cards, and we'll see what's in there first. Like I say, I do always enjoy little freebies. It's always a nice little surprise when you get something extra. So, sorry about that. Trying to think of what the best way to open this is. I probably should have brought some scissors. Tell you what, if we cut it without trying to cut into the mat. There we go. So, we've got a little bundle here of some nice little extras by the looks of it. And they are all in sleeves, which is always a nice little hint of there being something good. So I'm guessing these are just two sort of general bulk cards that were used to keep it. So we've got a French Neo Genesis, is that? Obviously not worth anything. And just a regular energy as well, which also appears to be French, I believe. So pop that to the back. And oh yes, I certainly don't mind free cards at all. So we've got a nice looking, I can get that to focus for you there. So we've got a nice cipher card there from Neo Genesis. Condition feels quite nice. Oh, there's two cards in here actually. Okay, so we've got a regular base set non-holo cipher, which is quite nice. So pop that to the back. Fortunately that one's a little bit damaged, but can't complain too much. It is a freebie. We then have a, thought something is actually written on the card there, but no, we have a very nice condition Fossil Mug, hollow form. I would say that is probably mint. Condition on that is absolutely fantastic. I can't see any scratches in the hollow foil, which is nice. Put that back in there. We then have a Lapras card, which again is in very nice condition. There is a little bit of silvering on there. Just a few little tiny speckles, but other than that the card is in nice condition. We then have a fossil magneton, which again appears to be in near mint condition. So these are our freebies. Hopefully we've got something very good in the actual box. So we've got that nice dark Hypno there, which is a nice condition card again. We have the Hitmonchan. And lastly we have a Venomoth from the Jungle set. So, some very nice little cards there. We'll certainly take those. Thank you very much. I do appreciate that. Let's have a look at this Aquapolis pack, shall we? Oh, actually no, I'll tell you what, before we get into that, let's have a look at some of this bulk. Just see what we've got in here. So, just try not to damage any of these cards. Okay, should hopefully release them. So, let's have a little gander through here, shall we? So I'm expecting just lots of sort of base set bulk. I'm not expecting them to be in fantastic condition. I'm not going to spend too much time looking obviously at the bulk as always. We'll just have a little flick through and see if there's anything catches our eye. It looks like just sort of commons and uncommons, which is to be expected I think. Nothing too out of the ordinary. A nice Pineco there. I know I was definitely missing that from my set. Take that. But yeah, that's just all sort of general. Pop that to one side. If I pop those hollows in the middle, just so we know that they're there. Okay, we've got a nice little pack there which says first editions as well. Oh, there we go. So we've got a hollow base set to Magneton. Condition's not too bad on that, it's quite nice. Pop that up at the back. Got a rare Victory Bell there. Again, not too bad, so that is a rare at least. And probably back to the commons and uncommon bulk. Quillfish there. From one of the Neo sets. I always get them mixed up in all honesty. Oh, we've got a nice Skyridge Eevee there. That brings back a few memories. It's nice. And I think that's it for that. Not too bad. So we did find that hollow Magneton in there, so that was worth looking through. We've then got a pack which says first editions, and there's actually quite a few in there by the looks of it. So let's have a little look and see what's in here. So I'm going to try and keep this video quick. We'll try and get it over one video, but if not, it may be two. So we've got some first edition jungles here. Some first edition Neo sets. Two first edition Totatiles. Now I don't actually have a lot of first editions. In fact, I think the only first editions I really have are the ones that you probably saw in our previous eBay bundle from this exact seller. So a lot of these are actually cards I don't already have, which is nice. I mean, they're all just sort of commons and uncommons, but they are nice, so they do go a long way. Oh, there we go. It's quite a nice little Kabuto there. So yeah, that'll definitely bulk out the collection a lot. As I say, it's a lot of cards I actually don't already have, which is nice. Got a nice first edition Gym Challenge. So take those. You can see quite a few there. Probably a decent value there as well. Not bad. Okay, let's have a look and see what's in these picture frames. I'm quite intrigued just to see what's in these. So again, let's just try and get this open. There's lots of tape and bubble wrap, so I'll do my best not to damage anything. So please bear with me a little bit. Hopefully that's released everything. Maybe it's not. It's definitely well wrapped, that's for sure. Okay, I'm going to imagine I can slide that out of there. And then this one, probably just tear that open. So this is quite an uncommon thing. I've never actually seen anybody place Pokemon cards in frames like this. I've seen sort of obviously the PSA cards that have maybe been framed up a little bit, but I've never seen anything quite like this. So the first one is a Victory Bell. So what I'll probably do is, because I think the cards will just open up at the back. Yeah, they do. I'll probably just take the cards out of there and I might use the picture frames for something else. But yeah, it's quite nice. So we've got a Victory Bell from the Jungle set. And a nice condition Ninetales there. So it's not too bad. And pop them up at the back. Let's have a look and see what's in this box, shall we? So, if there's lots of bulk in here, I'm not going to go crazy with it, which it looks like there is. So that is just bubble wrap. We'll shift that out of the way. I'm just going to take a quick gander and see what we've got here. So we do have a nice rare Victory Bell on the front. So we do have some rares in here, which isn't too bad. So we've got a rare Nidoqueen there. I'm wondering if there's any sort of holo rares in here. Oh, there we go. There's a, well, it's not quite a holo, but it's a rare Aerodactyl, non-holo, which is nice. Tidy little card. A rare light Piloswine. Okay, so we've got a lot of regular rares and stuff. I mean, they're just uncommons, as I say that, but we do have a few regular rares in here, which is not bad. Dark Macargo there. So that's definitely better than general bulk. At least we've got a few rare cards in there, which hold a little bit of value. See, I'm not going to spend too much time. We're just going to have a quick sort of flick. See if there's any shinies hidden in here. Don't think so, but you never know. No, I think that is just, yeah, I think that's all just bulk, so we're not going to that. I mean, if there's anything huge in there, guys, when I actually come to sort it out, what I'll do is I'll post a couple of little pictures up at the end of any extra cards that we've missed. I'm just trying to get this sort of all into one video for you rather than split it over several. Again, I think we just got a lot more bulk there. A regular rare Pidgeot there, and Kabutops. A couple of regular rare trainers. Oh, a nice Ditto there from Skyridge. It's a bit of a nostalgic card. It is always good when you get these E-Series cards as well, because they do hold a decent value, the E-Series cards. There we go. There's a regular rare Hypno. So you take that. Dark Golduck. Kadabra, which we never say anymore because of the regulations that changed in that court case. Some of you might be aware of that. Some nice Pikachus there. So I take those. Yeah, not bad. Put that up the back. So all in all, I don't think I've done too bad on this bundle, guys. Obviously I'll drop prices and stuff like that in the bottom side for individual cards. But yeah, definitely some decent resale here on some of the excess that I don't need. And there's some nice cards that will actually be added to the collection, which is good. Which is always the aim of the game. can move that box out of the way now, because that's trash. Some more regular rares there. Got a bit too much in my hand here, I can't quite hold them all. Try not to bang them off the table too much, because I don't want to sort of damage any cards further than they already are. Oh, there we go, we've got a nice Skyridge Electrode. Do love the artwork from Skyridge sets, they are nice. Regular rare second edition there. Very sun damaged looking gold back there. So not bad, that was a decent bulk. Let's have a look and see what's in here, because I'm quite curious as to see what these are. Full fossil set, Japanese hollows. Okay, so we've got a complete English. For a second there, I thought it meant the fossil hollow with the hollows. So I'm guessing there's additional Japanese hollows behind here. So we've got a full fossil set, complete with all of the English rares and hollows. So Articuno, Ditto, that lovely Dragonite, Gengar, always a fan favourite, Honda, Hitmonlee, Hypno, Kabutops, Moltres, Raichu, Zapdos, and then we've got a few Japanese hollows. So if I just pop the rest of the fossil set down there together, so we know that it is a complete fossil set. So I'm probably not going to do a recap at the end of this, guys, because that'll take some time, because there's quite a lot to go through here. So if there's anything that you want to have a look at, feel free to go back in the video or pause at any point. But we've got some nice older Japanese hollows here. Now, I'm not a big collector of Japanese cards myself, but I do like some of the older cards, so I certainly take that. For the full fossil set, what I'll probably do is, for the price of that, I'll probably just pop the full price up on the screen of the entire set, just because it's probably a little bit easier than obviously going through the full cards, as I haven't gone through them all. But yeah, nice full set on there, which is good. So these are the Aquapolis pack fresh, apparently. So these must have just come out of a recent booster pack. So unfortunately we don't get the actual booster pack itself, which is a bit of a shame. It would be nice to have that artwork. But we do get some very nice and actually mint condition Aquapolis cards. So hopefully the rare is still in here. So we've got the Nidoran, Voltorb, Kangaskhan, Cypher, there we go, so let me take that, Togepi, Suicune, which is just a, well, that is the rare, there you go. So we have a nice Suicune there. The reverse is a Crystal Energy, Growlithe, and a Town Volunteers. Not bad. So let's have a quick look and see what's in this tin, and then we've just got the binder to get to, guys. So I do apologise if this is a little bit rushed. I didn't really want to spread this out over 2 videos, because I was a little bit worried that there might not have been enough sort of goodies here for 2 videos, but in hindsight there actually probably was. There has been some absolutely stunning cards actually pulled in this bundle. So a shout out to Pokemon I Choose You. So in here, and we've got this very old looking Pikachu tin. Kind of curious what these are. Alright, okay, so we've got the, I always forget the name of this kind of stuff, but from the Kellogg's packs. So we've got the Grimer and Muck. Is that two stuck together? It is, yeah. So we've got a Grimer and Muck, where it kind of changes. Needs a little bit of a clean. But yeah, I don't know if that shows very well on the camera. We've got is it a Geodude or is it just a Graveler? Yeah, just a Graveler Golem. We've got the Metapod and Butterfree. I think they must have originally been glued into the cereal boxes because they've all got that weird glue down the front of them. And we've got a Dratini and Dragonair. So they're quite nice. They're something different. Now this is what appears to be full of bulk, so I'm probably not going to go through all of that, guys. Like I say, if there is anything super fantastic pulled in there, I'll pop it in at the end of the video, just as a little bit of an addition thing. So I'll probably just take a couple of pictures or something like that, and I'll do a little mini screenshot thing, but just to sort of give you an idea what's in there. We've got some base set 2, bit of a damaged Chini. We've got some Neo sets in there. Just having a quick grab just to see what's there. We've got some Team Rocket stuff. So you got some Dark Rapidash and stuff. Yeah, that's just sort of general bulk by the looks of it. I'm not going to spend any time going through all of that with you because that'll just drag out on the video. There's nothing massive catches my eye. Ooh, is that a real card? Yeah, it looks to be. So we've got actually a shadowless Staryu in there. So that's quite nice. I think that's a genuine card. It doesn't look... It's got the black film down the side. I mean, you know, not that you can see that on the camera, but... So there might be some little hidden gems in there, hopefully. We've got a few shadowless cards, which would be nice. Just gonna have a quick gander. So we've got a rare Sky Ridge card in there. Houndoom. But like I say, I'm not going to go through all of this because it might take a little while. Although actually, I'll tell you what, no, let's have a quick gander. We should still have time to look at the binder at the end. If it starts to take too long, then I'll stop. So let's just have a quick flick, shall we? So nothing massive there. Sort of general bulk. Nothing too huge there. Base set 2. Nice rare Nidoqueen there. Some rockets. Again, small bulk. So that is a very damaged card. We'll probably pull that out and bin that because certainly not no resale value. I'll find what it was. Oh, it's a horribly damaged Persian, unfortunately. We'll get rid of that. Team Rocket Energy. So plenty of Neo set in there as well. It's Neo bulk, which isn't too bad. Rocket's Hideout. It's quite a nice card. I'm just having a quick gander. I might miss some things, especially some of the shadowless stuff. So I do apologise if that is the case. I'm hoping there's more than just that one shadowless. That would be nice. I mean, that rare Houndoom's nice. So let me take that. So basically the guy actually got in touch with me because I bought the previous bundle. Basically just said, look, I've got another set coming up. Would you be interested in it? So I had a quick look at it, sent him an offer. He accepted. And overall, I have to say I'm very happy. So I think we've got a couple. We've got a Staryu and a Starmie shadowless there. So as you can see, the hit points are sort of thinner up here. Obviously there's no shadow down this left side, and you get the 1999, see if I can get that to focus a little bit, down at the bottom there. So 2 shadowless cards there, which is nice. I don't think we'll have much more beyond that, but you can kind of spot them a little bit when you see that the colouring's a little bit lighter as well. That makes it a little bit easier. It's Team Rocket card. It's obviously not going to be shadowless. That is actually a shadowless energy though. And you can see down here with the 1999. So we've got a shadowless switch energy there, which is quite nice. A shadowless Kakuna. So even though these are just sort of commons and uncommon cards, the shadowless still holds some decent value actually. And they're still quite sought after as well. Oh, that one brings back memories. I think that was probably my first of this set. First uncommon card I ever pulled and was an Eevee. I remember as a kid being absolutely chuffed to bits with it over something as simple as that. But that is what Pokemon cards is all about really, isn't it guys? I mean, for me now these are just sort of massive nostalgia trips. Sort of bring me back to my childhood. We've got a little bit of this left and then we'll get into the binder for you guys. And I do apologise, I've actually forgot to get some code cards out, so what I'll do is I'll go and grab a handful of them now, and as we go through the binder I'll drop you guys a few code cards, because as I say, usually when I do these eBay openings I do actually provide the code cards for you. I just got that excited to open this, I just completely forgot all about them in all honesty. So I don't think there's anything else. I think it might just be in those 3 shadowless cards there. We've got a first edition Grimer there. Legendary Collection Voltorb. Not bad. Like I say, I'll go through this probably in detail later and have a look and see what's there. But if you hang with me 2 seconds guys, I'll grab you a couple of code cards, because it's not fair for me to say that I'll do that and then not. So we'll drop those for the remainder of the video and we'll actually go through that entire pile at some point. So we'll start with 2 now. So there is a Sun and Moon Cosmic Eclipse and a Hidden Fates pack. Somebody can enjoy that. And let's get cracking into this binder, shall we? So, now this binder itself was actually one of the kind of things I actually originally collected my cards in. I had a near complete base set in here. I think I was only missing maybe a Venusaur, Charizard, and maybe it's a Clefairy I think it was, but other than that I had everything else. Unfortunately this one's a little bit battered across the top there, but otherwise it's in quite nice condition. So that is the binder, in case nobody's ever seen one before, but I'm pretty sure you will have. Like I say, it's unfortunately a little bit battered across the top there, but otherwise it's not bad. And in it we have a Charizard to begin with, which is nice. The card itself is a little bit, yeah, it's a bit damaged unfortunately. Looks like it's water damaged. Let's have a look at that closer. Oh yeah, it's quite a damaged Charizard unfortunately. If I get the focus for you guys. Camera's being horribly funny because of all the stuff in the background, but there you go. So yeah, as you can tell, that is really badly damaged. But I mean, it'll probably still hold a value of about £10, I would imagine. just because, you know, you put that in a binder and it still looks half decent. But the Knitted King that was behind it is actually in nice condition. So unfortunately it's just the Charizard that's quite badly damaged. They were actually double sleeved. So we've got a first edition Zapdos here, which is quite nice. And a little thing with these first edition Zapdoses, which I'll just point out because I've got an example of it now. If you look at the hollow pattern, and you see in the top corner there, I'm trying to get this to show on the camera, but basically up here in the top corner, the hollow pattern is not hollow where you would have sort of a stage. So for instance on this Charizard you get the stage logo up here to show that it evolves. So on the Zapdos you can see the outline, if I can just show it a little bit there, but you can see the outline of where there would be a stage that's not hollow, and it's actually quite a common error with these first edition Zapdoses. So that's quite a nice little example of that. We've got a Mewtwo there. So we also had the Alakazam, Chansey. Flip it over, we have a Zapdos and a Hitmonchan, Ninetales, Gyarados, Clefairy, first edition Ditto there, which is nice. Poliwrath, Raichu, Wigglytuff, Vileplume, an Alakazam, Dark Blastoise, which is a little bit rough but not too bad, a first edition Misty Seadra, a reverse hollow foil from the Legendary Collection. I mean, look at that, that's just crazy. For a Bills trainer. And then we've probably just got a handful of rare cards here. So we've got a lot of base set rares which are in decent condition. Trio, Electabuzz, Arcanine, Charmeleon, Electrode and Pidgeotto. So I think I'll probably break a lot of this up. I'll sell maybe the hollows off separately. I'll see if any of them can replace the ones I've got in my current binder. I don't think so, because the ones I've got are actually in good condition. I mean, I'm not going to just have a quick flick through that. I think that's just all commons and uncommons. We've got a few rares there at the back. So a few of them sort of doubled up. So let's have a quick look and see what's in there, just in case there's anything hidden. Don't think so, but you never know. Yeah, so we just got all the energies and stuff like that in there. So we've got a near complete base set by the looks of it, which is not too bad, not too shabby. Somebody obviously enjoyed that as a writing pad. I don't think there's any resale in that, unfortunately, but you never know, somebody might be interested in it. But there you go, guys. Like I say, I'm not going to do a big recap on all of that because there's just far too much there. There's a couple of code cards for you, but you can enjoy those. But yeah, so we've got all of the Japanese bulk. We've got obviously the Aquapolis, which was nice. A couple of Shadowless, a lot of Wizards of the Coast bulk, and as you can see, a fair few Wizards of the Coast hollows. So overall, I think it was a good bundle. It was definitely a good buy on my part. I certainly think there's a lot of stuff there to build up the collection, and I do think obviously we can actually make a decent profit on what's left. So thank you very much for watching, guys, and I will stop it there because this is getting far too long. I'll see you all next time. Bye.